Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am rather belatedly doing my February inked for 2026. I have not done a video in maybe like 3 weeks, even an entire month now. I was just like so focused on finally finishing the third draft of the book that's going to be, God willing, published on the 6th of August this year. So now hopefully only have proofing and formatting left to do. So now I'm finally able to do my currently inked video, and I do apologize in advance. Like, a number of these will be repeats from last month because, you know, I was focusing on other things more than like using my fountain pens particularly, so I really couldn't be arsed to like fill up a whole crew of like new pens. I promise I will try to have like more like brand new colors and pens for March, so let's just start getting in with it. First up is Tsutsuji from Pilot Iroshizuku. Now sadly this is one of their discontinued colors. I liked it so much I had to do a panic buy of another bottle of it before it, like, you know, went out of like stock and production everywhere. It's a really beautiful magenta-y pink. I mean, I should probably talk about this more in my currently inked for March coming up in like a week or whatever, but I had like more like ambitious plans for February, and I was going to try to do my best to do like a Persian-inspired palette of colors because of like the tragedy, like the horrors that are going on in Iran right now. Like, the legacy media just is not talking about it at all, and like people who claim to be, oh, I'm so social justice aware and woke, and they're not saying one damn word about the people of Iran being massacred by their government. So anyway, hopefully next month I will do the full palette of colors inspired by, you know, like Persia, like, and this was going to be like the Persian like rose color or the Persian pink. And this is my Benu Astro Gems Juno. This is my favorite of the Astro Gems pens. I love it so much. Just that really beautiful purpley and pink. Just like pull that off to the side. Benu Astro Gems. Yeah, it's been a while since I last used Tsutsuji. It's one of my favorite of the Iroshizuku inks, which I have at present. I don't have too many, maybe like 5 or 6. There's one currently hanging out in my what do you call it, in my cart at Atlas, and hopefully I will be like purchasing that when the one of the other inks I want comes back into stock. It was in my basket, but it sold out. That's Yomogi from Sailor Pilot. Hopefully I'm not like talking too fast and embarrassing myself again. I am a bit out of practice, not having done a video in like a month or whatever. This is a medium nib. Medium. And this is Pilot Iroshizuku Tsutsuji, which I believe it means azalea. Pilot Iroshizuku. Azalea. And I didn't do like a full fill on this because I knew I was not really going to have like that much time and effort to spend with the fountain pens. This one's just, you know, like enough to write it dry fairly quickly. And it's still like a work in progress for me, learning how to write well on notebooks that don't have any lines. Like, my entire life, because, you know, that's what people use in school and what you buy like outside of school for your writing. Oh, it always has lines, and I'm not really used to lining my own writing up perfectly. It just comes out at a slant when I try to do it, no matter how good. So it's a really beautiful pink. Next up is Ride the Lightning from Private Reserve. This is a limited time ink. I loved it so damn much from swatching it and starting to actually like properly write with it in a pen. I'm thinking maybe I'll do a second bottle of this. I mean, I know like we like shouldn't be like greedy, you know, save some for the other people, particularly because this is a limited edition, but I just love this purple so much, and it has such like beautiful like goldy like sparkles in it. I'm thinking I really, yeah, I'm planning to. I definitely do want to get their other still currently available limited editions from Private Reserve. Crazy Train, which is kind of like a dark turquoise, like bluish tealy color with, I think it is like a goldy type of shimmer, and Kickstart My Heart, which is a blood red that was from last Valentine's Day, I believe. And this is in surprise another Benu, and another Benu Astro Gems. This is one of my favorites of their lineups. This is the Apollo, and I think it goes really well. I thought this pen was only like blue and red until I got mine in person. Oh wow, there's really pretty purples in there too. Maybe that's just my particular edition, or they're all like that and it didn't really register so well in the different photos I saw online. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous purple, like exactly the type of purple I most like. Hopefully I'm not leaning too far into the camera and flashing you guys my gray hairs at the top of my temples. Apollo. Particularly appropriate. These are named after like mythology characters because I've been like so into like the Greek characters lately. I'm doing a deep dive into ancient Greek roots and some Latin by extension since June, and now I've gotten up to the different deities and characters from Greek mythology and the etymology of their names, just like learning as much as I can about this awesome, wonderful language. And my Greek writing, or at least for some letters, is still a work in progress. Like my lowercase, gamma and delta. I'm pretty sure I'm not like 100% doing them like 100% the way I'm supposed to. I'm sorry. I'm just babbling about off-topic stuff just to fill up space. I'm sorry if that's annoying some people. This is private reserve. Oh, this is a medium. Forgot that. Medium. Private reserve. Ride the lightning. This is such a damn gorgeous purple. I highly recommend it to you guys if you've not gotten it already, or you're on the fence or didn't know about it. This is, it's made of like freaking wind. Beautiful, beautiful ink. And the mythology inspiration continues with ink number 3, Medusa's Gaze from Diamine. This is a Drum Goals exclusive. I did a video, and I think it must have been sometime in early December when I was swatching a bunch of Drum Goals exclusive inks, when I finally made use, like a whole year later, thank God it hadn't expired yet, of a $40 gift certificate I got from them last Black Friday for like purchasing a certain amount of merchandise, and I decided to go for their store exclusive inks instead of getting yet another pen. This is a really, really pretty blue black ink, and oh, guess what? It's yet another Bennu. This is the Bennu Palace. No, this is the Echo. I have so many Astro Gems, I'm like forgetting which one is which. Yeah, I really had to get this one, particularly with the Atlas Doorbuster sale from like Black Friday, I believe it was, because like I love blue and the really pretty like yellowy, like orangey, greeny sparkle. So beautiful, beautiful ink. Hopefully it won't bleed through too much to the next page. I should like look into like investigating and getting a different type of notebook, or that one that just doesn't bleed so much onto the next page, so I can use like every like single page for the same purpose instead of filling up the pages in between with too much bleeding and ghosting with like other things that aren't that currently inked. This is another new Astro Gems. Medusa's Gaze. I highly recommend this one too. Unfortunately, there are other Diamine exclusive ink at Drum Goals, which was on Blue Horse with the French spelling B-L-E-U. It was sold out when I was placing my order, but now it's back in stock. Although I did see one woman swatching, I forget her name, on YouTube, and like she was like kind of like shocked. She didn't realize it at the time, but like, oh wow, like seeing them next to one another, they look almost the same. So maybe I'm not missing out like too much having them not having both of them. So I do apologize. It's like falling all over the damn place. This doesn't even look like a letter M, whatever, but because I'm just not used to like writing without lined papers, it just like falls down on a freaking slant. This is Medusa's Gaze from Diamine. This is Gaze Diamine. Hopefully the natural lighting is still holding up fairly well. I'm facing like a window. I mean, facing a window facing the street, which is like fairly good light. It's still fairly bright for this time of day, but thanks to the abomination known as an open concept that I've ranted about so many times, I can't always do videos when people are right outside my door, like blabbing, like watching TV, making other noises. This is Ruby Taffeta from the most recent Diamine Ink Vent calendar, 2025, the Teal edition Ruby Taffeta from day 16. I am so getting a full bottle of this gorgeous ink when they come out. I mean, I wasn't like necessarily going to refill the pen I had it in when I wrote it pretty much dry, but I decided, hey, why not? And I do need some more like new pens in my rotation for this month. So like, you know, why not fill it up almost to the brim? And the pen, I already had it, and this is Opus 88 Sakura. It goes so well with it. It's such a beautiful, absolutely like, gorgeous ink. I just love the romantic, gothic almost like vibes of this like beautiful red chameleon ink with the like the sparkles and the chameleon particles. It's just so like beautiful. Like red is one of my favorite colors. Yeah, green is the third favorite. What would I put at number 4? Maybe I'll have to do a separate video about my like favorite colors after the top 3. This is Ruby Taffeta. I love this ink so much. Just check, Ruby Taffeta has 2 F's in it. You know, like unless you're like a designer or something like that, or a seamstress or a tailor, or like you make fabrics, that's not generally a word you're constantly spelling out or using. So like sometimes you have to, you know, check the spelling of it. This is Opus 88 Sakura. I just found out fairly recently they call themselves 88 because 8 is considered a very lucky number in the Far East, and like double 8, that's even luckier. Like I've talked about like 8, it's kind of my unlucky number, or just a number I prefer to like avoid, you know, but I've like talked more about that in my previous videos. Because I love this ink so damn much. I just had to like refill it again in the pen. It was already in the Diamine Talisman Dream Bean, the smoky tobacco. This was day 4 of the past years Diamine ink. And I'm not a savant or anything like that. I just have a naturally, you know, like elephantine memory. I just remember off the top of my head the days of like a lot of these different inks, and I just absolutely love the smell when I open it or when I like am writing with the pen. It's so beautiful. I mean, different strokes for different folks, but I couldn't relate it all to the people who said, oh, this smell is horrible, or oh, I like the color, or the color's not my style necessarily, but you know, whatever, it's okay with me, but I'm not liking the smell at all. Like I love this smell. It's so beautiful, and it's such a beautiful like color, like perfectly evoking tobacco. And so this is a Benu Talisman Dream Bean. I got that for myself for one of my birthday presents. I think that was it 2020? Yeah, 4 it must have been. Yeah, I was like interested in getting some brown pens for my collection. Like that was completely unexpected turn of events. Like brown, why would I deliberately like go out of my way to get some brown pens? And they just, you know, started just, you know, growing on me. I'm sorry, I'm writing weird. I'm like hooking my arm around the tripod, like arm or whatever, the leg. Benu Talisman. This is a dream. Oh, and I forgot to mention the Opus 88 has medium nib. I still don't yet have this down to like an exact process. This is exactly what I'm writing, and this is in, you know, what order, and now I'm going to say this and do that. But you know, I'm hopefully learning and getting incrementally better. Like every video I do. Medium. Diamond smoky tobacco. I'm sorry if there's noise picking up from outside. There are people on the street. Diamond smoky tobacco. And I don't even like smoke, but I just love the scent of this and the color. It's just so like, beautiful. It reminds me of walking past Edley's Tobacco, like a tobacco emporium. I'm sorry, they just shook the arm when I moved my arm position. And Stuyvesant Plaza back in my hometown of Albany, New York. I cannot wait to get a full bottle of this gorgeous ink. Also still going through plenty of Celestial Skies. Surprise, surprise. Another ink from this past year's Diamine Inkment, the teal edition. This was day number 1. It stayed my favorite throughout the entire month. This is so damn beautiful. I cannot wait to get a full bottle. It's so absolutely, it's gorgeous, and I totally agree with people who feel it's kind of like an Emerald of Chivor like dupe, but obviously like much less expensive, and it seems to lean more towards the blue end of teal instead of the green side of teal like the Emerald of Chivor does. It's so, I can't say enough about how much I freaking loving this ink to freaking death, and I still have it in my Delta Duna Tulipani pen. This is from Atlas. This was a store exclusive. They're currently sold out, but maybe if you get lucky, you'll find it in one of their upcoming experienced pen sales. It's really kind of hard to like figure out where to put my arms and stuff to, you know, write with this tripod arm like right next to me. Maybe I should like situate it across to me so I won't worry about like sitting like awkwardly or like leaning into the frame by mistake. And this is yeah, it's a broad nib Delta Dooney Tulipani. Broad. And this is Diamond Celestial Skies. Diamond Celestial Skies. I'll put a little squeeze into, another one squeeze into the one line. I'm having a lot of stuff like this today, like running out of room, but you know, whatever, more opportunities to use the ink. Another Inkvent ink, which I am still working through, but I think it's getting down towards the end of it, particularly because it's in a 1.4 stub, which like notorious for gulping ink at that size. This is the Brrr from day number 11. This is a pigment shimmer, and I put that in my Opus 88 Let It Snow pen. It's a really pretty ink, a little bit towards the like lighter side for my like personal taste, but it is, you know, pretty, and that's why I decided to swap out the medium pen this nib originally had with the 1.4 stubs, just so it would like show up a little bit more like saturated and darker. This is oh yeah, Opus 88, right, the name of the pen first. I prefer to use like stubs with my right hand instead of left, just because like don't want to like, risk dragging the like hand or the arm through the fresh ink. And I know like people might say, oh, I'm using my ambidextrous privilege to choose like which hand I like write with like when, instead of like only being bound to one hand. Like, but whatever, it's not my fault. I have like strength and ability to like write with both hands. I'm still way long overdue to do like a video. Oh, damn it. I'm started writing the wrong name. I'm starting writing the name of the pen again. Diamine Burr. Long overdue to do a video about my like handedness and like stuff like that. It's been one of my special interests for years. Still kicking around for my October currently ink, believe it or not, but finally almost down to the end is Diamond Blood Orange. This is from their 150th anniversary line. I wasn't really so into this ink at first. It kind of disappointed me. That was when I was like really new to inks. And I was so disappointed. Oh, it's not really orangey. It's looking more like a brownie orange on the papers I'm using, and I expected like an actual traditional orange, but now I like it much more that I've, you know, like adjusted my expectations and gotten a lot more used to like how fountain pen inks are. They're not meant to be like, you know, bright, obvious primary colors the way I was used to. They can be like all sorts of like different like shades and hues and such like that. And this is called oh damn it, the cap just fell off, but whatever. This is another Opus 88 pen. Oh, that was good. I checked the camera that I was starting to go out of frame. This is another Opus 88 pen. This is called Fall Leaves. This is a gold spot exclusive. I'll bring it up closer when I'm like finished with the swatching. So this is Opus 88 Fall Leaves and a Diamine Blood Orange. And this is a broad nib. Such an awkward position to like write with my like hand curled around or right next to the tripod arm, hoping I, you know, don't like bang into anything or make it all like fall down or the camera shake. This is Fall Leaves. And I also have a pen called Autumn Leaves, which was another gold spot exclusive. That is from Retro 51, one of their relative few fountain pens. Like almost all the Retro 51s are roller balls. This is a broad, because they're, I mean, maybe I'm just like imagining things, but because I believe they're made in Taiwan, they seem to be more in line with like the Asian style of sizing. So their broads are more like mediums and their mediums are more like fines, and the fine is more like an extra fine. But you can see the stub. It's a nice, really nice stub. And this is Diamond Blood Orange. I'm also not able to, you know, fully have my entire arm on the desk when I'm writing. It's like, you know, almost all hanging off. So that does, you know, create difficulties when I'm trying to write. There's no support under my arm. Blood Orange. I made a huge embarrassing mistake when I was doing the October Currently Inked. I gave the name of the ink as Blood Leaves, and I had to like cross it out before I like uploaded the pictures, like a thumbnail and on Instagram. Blood Orange. Oh, I almost made the same mistake again, only in reverse. Blood Leaves. Orange leaves. Blood Orange. This is another ink that's still kicking around for my October, like spooky season Halloween inks. This is Inferno from Wearing Gil. I had to get this because I love Dante so damn much. If you've like, you know, watched my channel for any length of time, particularly at the beginning, like Dante has been like the bread and butter. Like when I got started making content again, he was the reason I began like uploading videos regularly after like a 10-year break or 11 years, whatever. I think whatever it was a really 9. What it doesn't even matter, but it was a really long break, and I in preparation for reciting the entire 136 lines of Canto 1 of Inferno in the original medieval Florentine Tuscan Italian for his upcoming 700th death anniversary on the 13th, 14th of September, and I just like continued making Dantean videos, and I'm so long overdue to like get back into making more of them. But anyway, this is in an eyedropper filled surprise Bennu. This is their Minima Dia de los Muertos. This is one of those pens, when I saw it, it just screamed to me. I had to frickin', you know, get it. Like, this is so me, like spooky season and skulls and just so much like awesomeness, like so much pure win. It's a nice black, a little bit maybe on the lighter side of black. It's not like bright, dark, deep like black, but you know, it's a serviceable black. Bennu Minima, and this is a fine nib. This was when I was still like locked into everything has to be fine because that's what I'm comfortable with and used to. Like, how could I ever get a medium that's like way too like big, and I'm not comfortable like with that kind of like nib size. And again, this is like not lined up evenly because I'm just not really like used to like writing without lines. It's still a work in progress for me. This is Wearing Gil Inferno. I mean, like, I'm not like one of those snobs who's going to say, oh, don't say Inferno, it's Inferno. Like, I understand most people aren't, like, going to, like, use the authentic Italian pronunciation, but, like, if you're, like, just curious, Inferno is how you say it in Dante's original Italian in the name of the book. I can't wait to start making Dantean videos again. And finally, this is another repeat from last month. This is Monteverde Brown Sugar, one of my absolute favorite browns. It's just so deep and rich and dark. This is still in the same pen. Bennu Pixie, my only Pixie from them to date. This is the Mocha Mini, which is kind of like the little brother or little sister, whichever one you prefer, to the iced caramel latte. It's so pretty. I got this with my birthday ink samples from Goulet. This is a Goulet store exclusive. It's so absolutely pretty, and this isn't a medium nib. I was hoping for like a broad nib because I thought these were like a size 5, but apparently I guess that's for the minimum. But like whatever size, I had hoped for a broad so I could like show off really sparkly brown inks, but it only went up to medium. But you know, like whatever, it's still really nice and really juicy. All of their pens are so great. I love the Schmidt nibs. Bennu Pixie Mini Mocha, or is it Mocha Mini? Like whatever, it doesn't really care. Yeah, Mini Mocha. I just had to look it up. I didn't want to look like an idiot on camera by like writing the wrong order of the name. Mini Mocha. This is a medium. I do have a couple of more like pens still ink, but I'm pretty much like written like, all of the ones dry, like very close to the end, or maybe I'll just like empty them back into the ink bottle and start with a new color, but I just like prefer to like write them dry before starting over and cleaning them. This is Mini Mocha Medium, and this is Monteverde Brown Sugar. I love the Monteverde inks. I've not heard so many, like, you know, positive things about their pens. I mean, they're like serviceable, they seem to be, but like, people say like you could get like better. They're not necessarily the greatest quality. I'm running out of space. Just like squeeze it in at the very bottom. Brown Sugar. There we go. Thank you very much for watching all the way through to the end. In recap, we have Pilot Iro Shizuku Tsutsuji, which is a really, really pretty magenta-y kind of pink, and I can see in the light a little bit of sheening towards gold, which is like, you know, really cool. And then we have Private Reserve Ride the Lightning, a really gorgeous like golden shimmer. I would love to get a second bottle of this, like to have it in stock as a panic buy before it completely sold out. And then we have Medusa's Gaze from Diamond, a really, I'm saying really beautiful, really gorgeous over and over, but it is beautiful, like a blue black kind of ink with a heavy golden sheen, and it looks like, yeah, there's a bit of like golden like shimmer, I'm sorry, with like a red sheen breaking through as well. And then we have Diamond Ruby Taffeta from the Ink Vent, beautiful, beautiful chameleon particles. The Diamond Smoky Ruby Taffeta, Smoky Tobacco, beautiful like brown ink, totally matches its name. The Diamond Celestial Skies, like perfect shimmery teal ink. And then we have the Burr from the Diamond. This is a pigment shimmer, a kind of a denim-y blue with like nice bluish sparkles. Blood Orange from Diamond Wearing Yule Inferno. That's obviously a black. And the Monteverde Brown Sugar, which is really, really matches its name. They're all like so like gorgeous, beautiful inks. So please, if you've watched all the way through to the end, please let me know down in the comments, what do you guys have to ink for this current month of February? What are your plans for next month? Currently inked videos, just like stuff like that. So thanks again very much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.